Welcome to a session. I am going to do a part 2 to the severe anxiety and depression session. I'm going to go ahead and do a part 2 so we can kind of enhance what we learned on session 1. We don't want to cram and learn a bunch of things in one session. Sometimes it feels overwhelming and causes anxiety. So take your time when you do watch these videos. I'm just trying to give you simple steps. But in this video, I would like to enhance video 1. If you have started, if you understand video 1 and you're ready to understand more steps and how to heal and release the anxiety and depression within your body. If you hear people partying in the background, I apologize. People are on boats. It's hot this weekend in Illinois, in central Illinois. Okay, so take a comfortable position. Sit up straight if you can. Just try. If you want to lay down, that's okay too. It doesn't matter, but just try to sit up straight if you're sitting. And we want to put our shoulders back so that our chest is open. So we're getting that energy out of our chest. Okay. So I want you to, we're working on the power of refocus. Sometimes you can only focus on this stuff for 5 minutes. It's that severe. I understand. I've been there. Sometimes I could only focus for 5 or 10 minutes at the very beginning when I first started my healing journey. Okay, so that is completely normal. That's why you want to take small steps when you do this. And if you accomplish a little bit of relief, that is a huge step. Small steps will heal you. It'll get you to where you're wanting to go, which is completely healthy and in a high vibrational state, which means you're feeling good, okay? You're gonna get there. You cannot give up. You gotta have faith in this, okay? But you just have to realize, this is even proven in science, we're energy. Our body's energy. So you can change energy. You can change energy from one form to another. So you know that that's the truth. Do you know how to do it? No. Is your condition so bad you feel it's impossible? Absolutely. My condition was so bad, when I look back, sometimes I don't even know how I made it. I honestly don't even know how I made it. It was that bad. I know if you feel that bad, I know it's that bad. I understand that. But when you look back and you get to where I am today, you're gonna laugh and be like, I was fine. I just needed to get out of that state. Okay, so our first step is we're just gonna do some solitude. We're just gonna spend some time with ourselves. If you always do that, that's fine, but this is called spending time with ourselves and accessing our powers. Okay, so this is important. So when we access our powers and we spend time with ourselves, that's when we can heal our body and get rid of the anxiety and depression. Even when it feels impossible and heavy and sometimes you're just, you're at this point where you just don't know if you can move on. I understand. Okay. So when we spend time with ourselves, in the first video, I don't know if you've realized, but I tried to help you start changing your perspective. We have to change the way that we see anxiety and depression. It's not something that you have for the rest of your life. It's not something that you have to deal with. It's not something that you have to live with. It's just something that has been formed within your body, and we have to change it out of your body and get rid of it, and then get your body flowing how it's supposed to. Okay? So in the first video, I was telling you this is an opportunity. This is an opportunity to learn that you have powers, learn how to access them and how to harness them, and see if it's true or not. See if you believe it or not. Well, you can't believe unless you try it. You can't believe unless you keep doing it and being consistent, just like going to the gym, just like an athlete. So when we do this, the reward is beyond what I can even describe. You will have the peace within your body that you're looking for. When you have that severe of anxiety and depression, I understand you just want peace. You just want it to calm down. I get it, okay? But we got to change the way that we see it. We got to understand that this is now an opportunity. This is for us. And now we're going to use it to help us, make us stronger, wiser, and manifest the life that we want. Are we going to do it overnight? No, we can accept that. We understand this is earth life that takes time. Stuff takes time. All right, so when we know all this, we're already changing our perspective, so that helps hopefully give you some peace if that resonates, okay? So when we spend time by ourselves, we want to refocus in the present moment, because when we're focused in the past, in the future, it gives us anxiety. You can't focus. Why? Because the universe operates, it runs in the present moment. So you can't focus all the time in the past and all the time in the future, because it creates this imbalance. The universe doesn't work like that, because you got to get your focus, your energy in the present moment right in front of you, because your energy and your focus, remember, is a human's greatest power. Your focus is your power. It's where your energy's going. So I wanted you to start checking, where's your focus been? If it's scattered, if you're around everything you shouldn't be, you're on your phone all the time, TV, around people, you're working all the time, you're not going to feel good. That'll give you those states that in your body. It doesn't make you feel good. It feels heavy. Okay? If you have depression because you are looking at this situation in the wrong way, it causes depression. That's why we got to switch our perspective. So if it's about health, know that you can heal yourself. Money, you can manifest anything that you need and want. And are you going to do it overnight? No. Okay. But the universe is orchestrating and working with you to protect you and help you along the way, so that you don't fall down and you don't hurt yourself even more and traumatize yourself even more, because more than likely you might have went through a trauma, or you're just in a severe health condition state. Okay, I don't know what is going on, but no matter what you went through, you have to look at your experience, whether it's health or an experience, that it was there to help you grow and evolve. So if you look at it differently, it helps relieve the depression and the worries and the fears. And if you start realizing you're in control of your life, and you just have to learn how to harness it, then that starts dissolving the fear and the worry about the depression and the anxiety controlling your life, or whatever is trying to control you. There's something physical that you're focused on that's making you upset, whether it's something in the past or something that you're worried about in the future. Okay, so we gotta put our focus in the present moment and just put it on your breath, because the second step is breath work. Okay, why do we do breath work? Well, we got to move the energy. We got to get that darkness. We got to get that energy out of our body. One way to do that is breath work. Now, if you do have a severe case of anxiety, my biggest opinion and what works for me is I can't hardly sit down. I have to move. And even when you're depressed, you got to move your body. Go for a walk outside, a long walk. Go do cardio, go to the gym, go exercise, yoga. Just get your body moving, okay? It helps release that darkness out of your body, okay? But when you have anxiety, just taking a good long walk really, really helps, especially if you have animals like your dog, okay? So I wanted to put that in there, that I know sometimes it's hard to sit here. So if you do, just go take a walk, okay? And then come back and try to make yourself sit here, because it is uncomfortable. You're not going to want to do it. I understand saying that. I've been there. That's why we have to train ourselves to focus, and then as long as we can, and then try to focus more longer the next time and longer the next time. So you'll just work little bitty steps and add to it, and your focus gets better, your meditation states get better, and you're transmuting that out of your body. When you have a severe condition, it just takes a little bit more time. It's okay. And more work. You just got to accept that. If you've created such a bad state, you got to just clean up that mess. It's not a big deal. All you have to learn is how to use your powers and harness them, so you don't have to worry about it anymore. There's your perspective changing, okay? And you can fix anything that needs fixed. Anything that needs adjusted, you can fix all that. You don't have to worry. If you're worried about how you're going to get something in the future, you don't need to. Well, you'll learn how to manifest, but you can't start manifesting from a state of your old life in the way that you were, because you're going to get things that you don't want to get. Okay, so we got to heal yourself first. The very first thing that you got to do is heal your body, is get it at a calm and relaxed state and at a peaceful state, and then it'll work the way that it's supposed to. Okay, you're gonna get there. Refocus, that's our first step. We're gonna, in the present moment. Second step, on our breath, we're gonna do the breath work. The second step is the breath work. The first step is the refocus in the present moment on the breath. And then second step's the breath work. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. I apologize, I just wanted to reiterate that. Breathe in through your nose and out through your mouth. What are we doing? Why are we doing this? We're moving energy. We're breathing in that light, white light, that divine, the good energy in the universe, whatever you want to call it. You're breathing that in. It's available at any time. I highly suggest you do meditation and stuff outside too if you have severe anxiety and depression. But you can start in your house, it's okay. It's just being in your house sometimes creates, it stagnates your energy, and it doesn't help, okay? So it just enhances when you're outside. So breathe it in. Breathe in that light. Breathe out the darkness. Breathe in that light. Breathe out the darkness. Breathe in that light. Just visualize it and then do it nice and slow, each breath, slower and slower. Most of the time it feels chaotic and rushed and heavy, but just each breath, it'll calm down more and it'll get slower. But your goal is to control your breath, so we want to do it nice and slow. Nice and slow. We're breathing in good energy and we're breathing out the bad energy. We're breathing in the good health energy and we're breathing out the bad stuff. The bad health, the anxiety and the depression. That's what you're doing with your breath. Try to do it deep, past your belly button. Just control it nice and slow. Takes a little bit. It's just like working a muscle. It's very annoying. It's not comfortable. It's not like, oh, this is easy, and it's very uncomfortable at first. It's hard to focus. I get it. That's why you just do small increments. We just do small steps. So we just try to control the breath. Our goal is to get rid of that energy out of our breath or out of our bodies as much as we can with the breath work. And then we're calming our mind and our body down, which is the third step. Because when we do that, we reach our higher perspective, our higher self, our soul. We reach the other side. The side that's full of love and peace. This side's full of lessons and obstacles. The other side's full of love and peace. We want to connect with that and bring it down. All right, it is available at all times. We just can't see it. That's the whole point. So you have the biggest opportunity when you have depression and anxiety to use your powers and figure out that there's more to life than what you see. You can figure out there's more to the world than what you can see, and there's a part of the unseen you can tap into. You can tap into the unseen. That's why we have intuition. That's why you can't see everything. You got to learn how to trust your intuition. Learn how to trust this. If it gives you peace within even a little bit, if it gives you that peace, if it gives you that relief, that's from God. That's God energy. That's truth. If it fills you up with fear and doubt and it doesn't make you feel good, you got to start getting away from it. Okay, just keep breathing and control it nice and easy. And when you're done with your breath work, like if it's annoying and you're like, okay, I got to take a break, I just want you to sit there. Just sit in that just stillness. Just sit. You don't have to do breath work all the time. It does take practice to get used to it. Just sit. Just sit in that space and chill. You're learning how to access your powers. You're learning how to get your power back, which is by focusing on you and on the present moment. When our focus is scattered, your power's scattered everywhere and you don't have any. So if you visualize your body like this, and if it's full of energy and power, you're on point and you're healthy, you don't have depression or anxiety. It can't live in your body because you're at a high vibrational state. That's our goal. We get our body to a high vibrational state. You don't get sick. You don't get anxiety or depression. But when your body doesn't have any of that power, the fuel in it, because it's scattered everywhere, that's when you get sick. That's when you get anxiety. That's when you get depression. Depression usually just comes from a trauma and just looking at it in the wrong way, and then it just building up over time, the feelings, the bad feelings about it, okay? So we just get rid of those. You do got to transmute those experiences. But remember, I think I said this on the first session, our experiences, I want you to start asking the question, what did you learn from it? What did you learn from those experiences? You could have learned compassion, empathy, being humble. You could have learned love, unconditional love, strength, inner strength, independence, how not to be, how to be, how to be connected to your heart, because most people aren't. There's a lot of people aren't connected to their heart. They block it off because of trauma, because of depression, anxiety, because of everything that they've been through, or because they're bad people. So once you start thinking differently, all this stuff dissolves, because when you get to that higher perspective, when we're calming our mind and our body down, because it's so chaotic from that anxiety, from the depression, you got to learn just how to calm your body down, and that's how you do it. And then it releases that energy, so then that energy is not flowing in you anymore. You're grabbing your power back. You're fueling yourself up a little bit more every breath. That's why the breath work's important. Every time you take a breath, you're just fueling yourself up a little more, a little more. So when you leave, if you start, doing too much TV, you start being around people that make you anxious, work makes you anxious, people, and you're not filling yourself up where you feel strong and handle it, then you'll start feeling depleted again. You have to restart. Just restart, okay? Don't give up, just restart. You gotta fall off the bicycle to learn how to stay on it good, okay? So it's all right to fall back down. It's all right to feel like, you don't wanna keep going because it's not working. It is working. Because if you felt the relief and you felt healing and you felt peace a little bit, or even a lot during these sessions, that means it did work. You just got to restart, okay? So it's important to protect yourself from anything that is making you feel anxious, because people honestly make me feel anxious. So I got to spend a lot of time alone. Even now, my vibration is so high, they cause me anxiety. So not only is our anxiety and our depression giving us that opportunity to access our powers and learn how to use them, but it's also giving us the opportunity and guiding us of what isn't on the right path for us. It's saying, hey, that doesn't align with your frequency if it makes you anxious, okay? If it's, toxic. If it's uncomfortable and you know you should be doing it, obviously that's good. Or the person's really good for you, they're just, triggering you, that's good for you. But if it's toxic and it's giving you anxiety and it's making you feel like more down, more depressed, it's a no. You got to say no to that, okay? Because you are taking your power back. You're not giving it away anymore. And that's what I wanted you to learn from the first session is, okay, well, here's where I'm scattering my energy, okay? And now I can't do that. I gotta say no to that. That feels really bad though. That's all right, that's normal, it's gonna feel bad. I gotta say no to that. Man, I'm just so drawn to TV all the time, but I'm gonna try to, go outside and even for 1 hour, 20 minutes and not watch TV. You'll feel the relief, okay? From anything that's out of balance or anything that causes you anxiety, but it is a sign too that it's not right for you. So just kind of pay attention. The anxiety and depression are honestly good opportunities for you guys, okay? You'll learn this along the way. And with the shift in the earth, I don't know if you know if this is going on, but on earth there's a shift going on and we're raising frequencies, we're raising to higher vibrations of more peace and love, health, good feelings, good things. And when that happens, it does cause anxiety and depression in our body because we're looking at things wrong and we're vibrating low. So it's kind of like clashing with people. So when you start tapping in and doing your self-care, you'll start raising your vibration. And if you have any of those signs, it's normal. Just breathe it out, do your self-care. And it's a sign and it's a guide to help you stay along the right path and what's in alignment for you, because there will be things that you have to say no to and you have to let them fall off, okay? There are a lot of things that cause me anxiety. You're just gonna have to write a list that causes you anxiety, and you gotta start saying no to it, okay? And that's when you take your power back and then you fuel yourself up a little bit more in your body. And then guess what? When you're fueled, you're vibrating high, you don't have anxiety or depression anymore. This takes time, patience. So when you breathe in, you're filling it up more. Breathe it out. Breathe out that darkness. You're breathing in fuel, breathing out darkness. And we're focused in the present moment. We're focused on ourselves. We're focused on the wisdom now. Even if you're just sitting there still, you don't have to keep breathing. I'm just explaining what was going on. But now you're just sitting in that peaceful state. It's kind of, it's more relaxed. It's more calm. This means you're doing it. If it's not all the way, that's okay. You need to go take a walk. Go do some cardio exercise. You got to go exercise. It's important, okay? Drink water and get plenty of rest. When you start raising your vibration, you have to get plenty of rest, drink water, and do the self-care and self-healing, okay? Just, even if you skip some days, that's okay. Just get right back on and keep doing it. When I first started, I would skip several days. I would fall off and then I'd get back on, okay? Sometimes it would be weeks. It was really bad. So it's okay, just keep coming back and trying and pushing yourself, grabbing your power back, fueling yourself up, practicing this. Go over and over it and over it again if you have to. We're breathing in. That good. those good vibrations, that white light, that light energy, good vibes, whatever you want to call it. You're breathing in that goodness, that pureness, the energy that makes you healthy. You're breathing it in. And releasing that darkness with each breath that you do. And when you sit in that stillness and you're relaxed, you're healing. Your body's healing itself, okay? Just give it time. Be patient. Be patient with yourself. So the third step is we calm our body and our minds down, and we reach that higher perspective, and it's healing and giving you the answers that you need. Hey, this is how you need to look at these experiences. You're looking at them wrong. Look at them like this. This taught you how to be stronger. I know it was traumatizing. It's okay. It taught you how to not be. It taught you how to get through a situation, not let it control you. You were taught how to let things go and accept things for what they are. If you have a loss, you got to accept loss as a part of life. You got to be happy and loving and in a light, peaceful energy for that soul, because it helps that soul evolve up there. Because if you're sad and you're attached to that soul, it doesn't help them. It's not very good. So you let those souls evolve, and you give them love and peace, and you say, you know what, I got this. I know I got to do it by myself now. Whatever you're depressed about, okay? I'm just telling you examples of that higher perspective. It gives you those answers about how to look at the experiences that are making you depressed, anxious, and then you get the healing that you need, okay? And I want you to practice this by yourself with no noise and nobody in your head. All right? Try to sit up straight. But it's getting dark. I apologize. The sun went down, so I apologize if this is dark. But so that's our goal. I just wanted to give you a part 2. I'll give you another session after this. I just wanted to give you guys a part 2 just to make sure that I reiterated after part 1, or after the video that I just made on the severe anxiety and depression. You can heal yourself. You got to do the work. You got to ride your bicycle. And that higher voice is going to tell you exactly what to do to help release the anxiety and not get the anxiety back, and help release the depression and anything that's causing it to let go of, okay? It's going to give you those answers. You just got to spend time in solitude by yourself, silent time, no noise, no phone, nobody, nothing, all right? I'll see you next video. Keep practicing and go outside and take a walk. Move your body. You got to exercise. It releases it, okay? You have to do that with the meditation and the breath work. So do both. Do all of it, okay? You got this. Slow steps, no rush. I'll see you next video. I'm sending you lots of love, light, and healing.